Gentlemen, welcome to today's video, and I hope you all are having a fantastic day and doing the work you need to do to become successful. Now, in my previous video, I talked about how to become rich in 2021, right? It was a great video. If you haven't watched it, I'll leave it down in the link below. But I also want to talk about something very important, something that you guys should keep in mind and prepare for, because we haven't had one in a while and it's predicted to come pretty soon, the way the economy is starting to go on the dollar and all that. So I want to explain to you real quick things to do to prepare for the next crash, whether it be a recession or a depression. Now, I've taken the liberty to learn and to start looking at things that I can do to better prepare myself for when that time comes. I'm not going to be suffering. I'm going to actually be in a better position to, be wealthy, and I obviously have money for food and all that stuff versus not having anything, right? So I thought, since I've given myself these tips, right, giving myself this chance to prepare myself, let me give you guys this chance too, because I want to help you out. This is why this channel is about wealth and confidence, and this is why I'm here to teach you. Like, I'm here to give you this free information so you're better prepared for moments like that and to become successful, right? If you're not subscribed to the channel, you have to subscribe right now. You have to hit that red button right now, because this information I'm giving you is so valuable. I don't think anybody else is trying to give you this information, especially for free. So hit that subscribe button now and join the family. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this information. So let's just dive straight into it. Number one, you need to start looking at gold and silver. And no, not invest in gold and silver stocks and stuff like that. I'm actually talking about the actual material, actually buying gold, actually having silver. Why is this important compared to actual money? Well, if you remember the Great Depressions back in the 20s and 30s, gold and silver was actually very resourceful, and the banks needed that, right? Because a lot of people had to pay out their mortgage, had to pay out the banks. The banks were not getting any money in. So gold and silver was actually one of the best ways for them to get money from the government. So they decided, anybody who has gold and silver will pay you this much because we're going to end up needing it from the government. And it was basically like, it's kind of the way reselling is, where you buy something for this price, then you're going to flip it later for somebody else to give you a bit more money. It kind of works the same way. But gold and silver is such a valuable material and a resource, so when that happens, its value is going to go up. It is, because people are going to want it, especially the government. They're going to need that, because gold and silver at the end is worth a lot more than just a piece of paper that has the number 10 on it or the number 100. It's going to be worth a lot more because it's a resource that people can use for so many things. So gold and silver, you need to stock up right now. I think gold is sitting around $1,800 a carat, and silver is $25 a carat or a coin. I forgot which one, but you need to start looking at those things. I'm not too sure of the prices, but this is where your research comes in. I'm telling you already, gold and silver, you need to start buying, you need to start looking into it and start getting some. If you have gold or silver saved up, don't go out there and trade it for money. Save it. Save it just in case, unless you really need to, then go ahead and trade it. But if you don't and you just want extra money, don't do it. Just save it and keep it there for in case something like that happens, like a recession or depression. You have gold and silver right there saved up for you, so you can have those resources. Then you can have money when that time's gonna, because at that time, obviously, you still need to eat, you still need to pay your house, all that bills and all those stuff. You still need money, because even though the economy is bad, you still gotta pay, right? You still gotta pay for things. So if you have gold and silver, you're gonna be very well prepared for when that moment comes. The second tip I'm going to give you is to start looking into Bitcoin, and here's why. Bitcoin is going to eventually become the world's currency, and the dollars and all the paper money and stuff, they're eventually going to go away. It's going to happen, all right? Because if people keep printing money and money and money, it's just gonna lose its value at the end of the day. And it's better off, instead of having paper money, we can have electronic money versus having money in your bank account, which then you can transfer electronically to somebody else, or another way, which would be credit cards and stuff like that. So paper, I think, is eventually going to go away, and Bitcoin is going to replace that, especially for the entire world. Imagine just having one currency for the entire world. You don't have to worry about changing it when you hit another country. Like, that's amazing, right? And it's going to happen. So right now, Bitcoin, even though priced at $9,300 last time I checked, it is still something to look forward to and to try to invest and try to get. Whether it be an entire Bitcoin or part of it, it's still something to invest or to look into, because like I said, it's eventually going to become the world's currency. Even though there's some people saying no, it's just a myth, other people saying yeah, you need to go into it. I actually believe that you need to go into it because eventually it is going to become the world's currency. People are going to move away from cash money and try to move into like electronically, so that way people are not dealing with paper all the time. It's more like, I'll transfer you the money, here you go. The third thing I'm going to tell you is to start saving up for a 3 to 6 month emergency plan. So this is where I talked about this in the last video, or in one of my last videos, that you need to start saving some money to the side. I talked about this in one of my last videos, that you need to have an emergency plan already saved up, especially 3 to 6 months in case shit hits the fan like it did with the pandemic, but much worse when it's recession and depression, because those things are more difficult to come back from, right? Because it's the whole economy just crashes and it takes years and years for it to finally come back to where it was. So having a 3 to 6 month, even more, I even say go for more if you can. Like, the more you have saved up, the better you're going to be in case, like I said, shit hits the fan and you need some money because you need to buy food, you need to pay your bills, you need to provide, right? You're going to need to provide, and one way you still need to have money, right? Because you need to buy foods, grocery, pay bills, house, electric bill, all that stuff you're still going to need to pay. So if you had 3 to 6, maybe even more, saved up as an emergency fund, you will be good in case, again, shit hits the fan and you are better prepared, instead of being like, damn, yo, I need money, and where do I get this money? No, I don't want you, all right? I want you to be better prepared. This is why, if you're not saving up right now, start right now. Whether it be $5-10 every single week, just put it into like a piggy bank or a drawer, wherever you want to save up your money. Put it in there. Don't even touch it, don't even look at it. Every single week, just put 10-15 bucks, whatever you can. Just put it off to the side. Don't even touch it for anything, unless you absolutely need it. Seriously, boys, I'm giving you this information for all of you to take and to learn and to adapt. Because if you're not, then you're just going to watch this video and not do nothing with it. And then once shit happens, like a crash, like a depression or recession, or whatever happens, you're gonna be not prepared, and it's because you didn't take my advice, man. This is why I'm giving you this, so you guys can use it for your benefit. I'm gonna use it for my benefit, and I could have been a jerk or an asshole and just not give it to you completely. But here I am giving it to you guys because I want you guys to succeed. I want you guys to be in a better position to provide for your family, or for whoever who you need to provide for yourself, if anything, right? So this is why I'm giving you this information. And nobody here is giving you. This is why I need you to hit that like button right now. Hit that like button, because this information is going to serve you. When shit hits the fan, you're gonna remember this video and you're gonna be like, damn, thank God Arturo gave me this information, because now I'm better prepared. And finally, number 4, you need to pay off all your debt, especially the ones with high interest, because when shit hits the fan, like I keep using that phrase because I love it. It's like basically when everything crashes down, the banks are going to try to charge you more interest. Why? Because they need money. That's what the banks need. The government can't give them money no more because they don't have it. They don't want to give it away. They need the money, right? So the banks are going to need money, and how do they get more money? They're going to charge you more interest, especially if you have a lot of debt. So right now, take advantage. Sit down, start writing down the debts you have, especially the ones with high interest. And you can do what I like to call this the snowball effect. I think that was the name. I literally forgot because I watched this video like a while ago. Which is, you look at the biggest or the smallest one, right? And you want to tackle either the biggest one first or the smallest one, whichever one you decide, and then the rest of the other ones, you're going to pay a minimum. And that big one or that small one that you pick, you're going to tackle that bigger than the minimum payment. You're going to pay maybe 50, 100 every month, right? To tackle that one debt that you want to get rid of, you're going to tackle it by paying just a bit more than your minimum, and the other ones you're going to pay minimum. And then once that one debt is gone, target the next one. Target it, be like, look, this next debt I'm going to target after that one. So when I'm done with this debt, this one right here, I'm going to literally just pay 50 instead of 20 bucks every month. I'm going to pay 50, 60 bucks, get it down as fast as I can, and then do the next one. And that's how you do, that's the plan I've been doing to try to get my debt down, because I had a lot of debt from school, from credit cards and stuff, and I need to get them all down. So I've been doing that. I've been tackling one payment right now, and the other ones are minimum. So it's a great way to just get rid of all your debt, especially if, like I said, a crash happens, the bank's gonna try to charge you more interest. It's just a better way to get away from all that. If you have no debt, the banks can't charge you shit at the end of the day. And that is it, boys. Those are 4 things that you guys can easily do right now to better prepare yourself for the next crash. Look, at the end of the day, I want you guys to do these things, especially everything I'm telling you, because they're all going to help you out become the better versions of yourself. There's no point of me just sitting here talking to a camera and if you guys are not gonna do anything, right? This is me. I'm your teacher, I'm your coach, whatever it is you want to look at me as. I'm here to help you out because all this information I'm giving you, I'm doing it myself. I am. I'm not teaching you anything new or anything that I'm not doing, because then that's just not giving you valuable information at the end of the day. I'm trying to give you information I'm doing myself that's work, so it works for you. Gentlemen, I appreciate you watching to the end of this video, and if you did, you are super awesome, and I just want to let you know I believe in you, so believe in yourself and go out there and get yours.